my name is Karina and this is Karina's sewing room, and welcome to my sewing room. Last year I did something new. I watched a lot of Vlogmas on YouTube, and when the 25th of December came and I had no Vlogmas to watch, I decided, well, I'm gonna start a vlog between Christmas and New Year's Eve. I tried as best as I could last year to do it every day. I didn't manage to do that every day, and I'm gonna try again this year. In Norway, we do have a name for the week between Christmas Eve, when we celebrate Christmas, and New Year's Eve. And we call it Romjul. So that's why I called it this Romjulsvlog. This year I want to do something different from last year. Last year I was moving into this sewing room. So I was folding fabric, I was painting stuff and getting organized. This year I'll be sewing. And the first thing I'm gonna make is a boxer for my husband. I can show you the pattern. I used this October 7, 2017. And I think, yes, it is this urban classic jersey boxer. I made a test version for my husband years ago, and he did want some changes. He wanted the leg to be a bit longer so it doesn't rise up in the crotch, and he also wanted it higher in the back so it lay nice over his behind and not straight on it. So I have made those changes to the pattern. I have the pattern pieces here. I don't know how many I've made, but he does not like to wear ready-to-wear boxers. In fact, he haven't worn a ready-to-wear in years since I started making these. So I have cut out the pieces. There are two front pieces, cut mirror image. There are two back pieces that also cut mirror image. And then there is the middle front piece. And there are two of those, and those are cut on the fold. And there's one center back that is also cut on the fold. And of course we need elastic, but I'll get to the elastic later. Now I'm gonna sew this together, and we're gonna move to the serger because I use the serger for every stitch on this except from the elastic. So I start with the center front piece. I fold it in half, right sides together, and I'm gonna put some clips to show you where I'm gonna sew. So I'm gonna sew from this end until I get to the split. So I'll do that on both. And that's the first step, and the rest of the steps I'll explain as we go. And now we're gonna move to the serger. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to sew up this edge on both the front middle pieces. And now comes the tricky part, because we are gonna do the burrito method. So these two are gonna lay right side together, so you have the right side showing both inside and outside of the boxer. I'm just gonna cut some threads. So what I want to do, this will be on the inside. And then I need a front piece. And this is gonna, you're not seeing this clearly, are you? So we have these two front pieces, and this side piece is going to be sandwiched in between them. So first I'll take this one, right sides together, and I'm going to use some clips to hold them in place. Set one on the top and one at the bottom. Like this. And then we need one on this side. And that is gonna lay right sides together with the outside piece. So you sandwich the middle pieces right sides together and the side piece in between. So it will look like this on the outside and this on the inside. So now I'm going to sew that seam, making sure I have all 3 layers. Like that. And now we want to do the same on this side. So the first thing I do is I put the middle seam, the middle piece and the front side piece right sides together. And I'm gonna put some pins here. No, not some pins, some clips. I've put the clips on this one. And I'm gonna roll this side front pattern piece, and I'm gonna roll this side front pattern piece until I get to the other middle front piece. And then I'm gonna lay it with the other pieces that I have clipped together. And now it's very important to keep the layers that are in between here. You can see the burrito. I only want to sew in these 3 layers, not the rest that's in the burrito roll. So now we're gonna pull on this. And now you see the inside of the boxer, and the outside. And now the hard part is over. So now I take one side and one front side piece and one back side piece and line them up and sew them together. Like this. And then I take the other back side piece and sew it together with the front side piece. So we have a long strip of fabric. And now I have the back middle piece, and this is going to be sewn into this curve. So I put a clip there and down here. Come in. And now I bring this all the way to the other side so I can find the other back side button piece. So now we have a complete circle. You can see it kind of look like a boxers. And now it's just the crotch seam left. So I'm gonna get rid of some threads. And I'm making sure these two seam allowances lay the opposite side. And this seam match up with this seam. This seam match up with that seam. So now let's see what we got here. I am gonna hide the threads. So now all the threads are cut. It looks like this. Now all I need to do is to hem it and attach the elastic at the waistband. So I'm gonna turn my iron on, and I'm gonna press up the hem, and I'll be back. So now I'm ready with the elastic, and I have it upside down and wrong sides together. And I'm gonna pull the elastic up. I'm gonna sew from this side, and I'm gonna have the elastic sewn to, there's going to be a gap on top of the elastic, because afterwards I'm going to flip it around and top stitch it down with the cover stitch machine. So now I'm using a zigzag a narrow zigzag. So now when I flip the elastic right side out, I'm going to top stitch around. The raw edge is hidden underneath the elastic. So I'm not sure how much footage I have from sewing this up, but it's done. I can hand it over to my husband. This is a fairly quick sew, I think, but I've made 20, perhaps maybe more, over the years. So for me, it's a quick sew. I'm not sure how good of an explanation I managed to give you on how to sew it. It's late. It's almost 9:30 in the evening. We have been visiting the in-laws today, having dinner with them. Perfect, beautiful Christmas tradition. Love it. Don't have to cook. We did cook yesterday on Christmas Eve. Now I'm gonna do what other vloggers do and show what I'm wearing. This is a Christmas top that I made the day before, a couple of days before Christmas. And it's the modesty panel, or it's a tank top that's underneath. It's attached in the side, so this and this is all in one piece. But I do really like it. It has a fairly large cowl neck. It's almost down to my navel. And this is a hack that I was taught in Angela Wolf's Fashion Sewing Club. And I love the Fashion Sewing Club because I did send her a picture of a top like this and said, Angela, is this something we can do in Fashion Sewing Club? And she says, yes, that's perfect for the holidays. So the next session she showed us how to hack a pattern. So I used just a regular t-shirt pattern and hacked it into this. I love learning new things. So that is what I'm wearing. The pants is every birthday cozy pants from Made by Rooney, and you're not gonna see those. It's just regular black pants. I made them out of a ponte knit. And they are so comfortable. I love that pattern. I use that pattern a lot. So now I'm gonna start editing and see if this is something I want to share with you. Maybe, maybe not, we'll see. So this is my første juledagsvlog, the first Christmas Day vlog. And then we'll see what I'm up to tomorrow. Bye!